This is April Schulthies, using the computer to generate this message. I am a victim of genocide, and genocide goes on against many peoples. Genocide was practiced against Native Americans right here, all over the United States. In Oregon, Chief Joseph the Younger and his people were forced out of their homelands, after numerous betrayals of treaties. Chief Joseph's native name approximates thunder rolling up and down the mountain. He led the Wallowa band of Nez Perce to protect their home and their ancestors' burial grounds. He and his people were forcibly removed by the United States federal government from their ancestral lands during the gold rush, when the United States chose to dishonorably violate agreements with Native American tribes. Some members of the Nez Perce Nation opposed the usurpation of their homelands, and suffered many injustices while they tried to peaceably live near settlers and prospectors. In 1873, Chief Joseph negotiated an agreement with the federal government so his people could stay in the Wallowa Valley on their homelands. But in 1877, the government reversed its policy. Yes, that's right. The government decided to violate the agreement and steal the land. No pleas made any difference, for merely stating that human beings were equal, and that one kind of man was not put in charge of other kinds by God. One Native American chief was even jailed 5 days. Chief Joseph bravely tried to lead his people to safety and asylum in Canada, while being subjected to surprise attacks by the U.S. military, who killed women and children. Chief Joseph noted that his people could easily have killed many white settlers' women and children, but never made war on women and children, and had always been too ashamed to do so. The U.S. military, though, had no shame. Chief Joseph had firmly believed in trying to achieve peace, but he realized then there was no honor in an enemy that refused to be anything but treacherous. He tried to get the remaining women and children to safety, but was stopped and betrayed by the U.S. military. Chief Joseph was promised his people could return to a reservation in Idaho, but that promise, too, was violated. In his surrender speech, Chief Joseph noted, "It is cold and we have no blankets. The little children are freezing to death. My people, some of them, have run away to the hills and have no blankets, no food, no one knows where they are, perhaps freezing to death. I want to have time to look for my children and see how many I can find. Maybe I shall find them among the dead. Hear me, my chiefs. I am tired, my heart is sick and sad. From where the sun now stands I will fight no more forever." This is April Schulthies. The treacherous betrayer is still here. The world is run by secret societies, and there's a silent genocide going on today. Native Americans are still a target. So is anyone else deemed the slave class. This goes on largely in secret. Without my knowledge, I have been put in the slave class, and even called a mutt, preliminary to killing me. If you refuse to disobey God's laws, these people will call you vermin and try to get rid of you. They're well supported, and they kill. This is Rome, and Rome is supported by secret societies, and their secret is hypnosis. Rome practices genocide and calls it population control. Jews, Africans, Muslims, Native Americans, Mexicans and many more have been subjected to genocide. We are still dealing with Rome today. Herod and Rome. Fight back. Use psychic self-defense. Do not have sex. Do not eat meat. Read the Bible. Respect all life. The scriptures say, when the voice of the trumpet sounded long, and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and God answered him by a voice. And the Lord came down upon Mount Sinai, on the top of the mount, and the Lord called Moses up to the top of the mount, and Moses went up,